Hi, American Film My Phone, and welcome to another video. Tonight we are listening to the brand new fourth studio album from Halsey, If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. And I'm so excited for this new album. I was like, a month ago, I was just like, oh, what like new releases are coming soon? And I had not heard a single thing about this. And whoa, when I found out, I was like, I'm so excited because as you may or may not know, like Halsey is like an artist I really like. Like I really liked their Manic project last year, and I think she's just a really like talented musician, artist, like a threat on all fronts because like she dropped a movie with this as well. And while I wasn't able to go watch the movie, it's nice because it has then saved myself to listen to this project without having a lot of preconceived notions. So I'm very excited to see what we're really in for tonight with this project. Halsey has described this project as a concept album regarding like pregnancy and childbirth. Themes I really, as a cis man who's not even at a childbearing age, or I guess I am, but like I don't have kids. Like it's not really much themes that I can maybe relate to, especially like in the most direct sense. But it is an album I'm definitely excited to really appreciate it for what it is, especially musically. And I think Halsey always brings some good lyrics to whatever she does. So I am very excited to see what they have in store for us on this project. We haven't heard anything because there's not been a single lead single, which is incredible. Like, okay, break the mold. But anyway, let's get into it. Track number 1 is The Tradition. Ooh, starting with some haunting piano. The loneliest girl in town is bought for pennies a price. She's easy on the eyes. All she does is cry. Ooh, this is definitely a lot more rock inspired going into now. Take what you want, take what you please. Oh, this is the tradition of probably these men just taking what they want. A fear will eat her alive. All she does is cry even though she got the knife she wanted. Ask for forgiveness, never permission. This is your soul. I hope what's left will last all summer long. Take what you want, take what you can, take what you please. Ooh, and now we're fading with that haunted sound. Oh, it just went into the next song. So that was The Tradition. And wow, what a haunting way to start off this album. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was nice to hear some new sound with Halsey in it. And yeah, really, like, I think this opens up the theme. I think it's going to be a lot about how she, or this character, I guess, because it's not really her, I guess it's the concept album, about how she, I'm just going to use that as her character, how she is, trying to find that connection, and she's so lonely, and it seems like these guys are trying to like buy her, and like I don't think she necessarily wants that. I don't know if she's trying to take that love from them, or like with the knife thing, like does she end up like killing someone? Like I have no idea. So I'm very confused about like what it's about. I can't really look it up because it's, a brand new album, so I don't really know much in terms of analysis, but like it seems like it's an ask for forgiveness, never permission. So it definitely has that air of, there's gonna be some gray areas. There's gonna not everything's gonna be all right, and not everything's gonna be the way it should be. But it is tradition that she's saying. So she's saying that it runs in like the blood of these like boys will be boys, but also like the the finding that revenge, or this is like what you're destined to be. There's a lot of themes. I think it's supposed to be pretty open-ended. It's not clear, like what it is, but I guess like especially if you heard this song accompanying the film, you might know. But I didn't, so I don't really know. But maybe we'll get more into that once the entire album has been listened to. Track number 2 is Bells in Santa Fe. Ooh, we're repeating that last note we ended on. Don't call me by my name. All this is temporary. Okay. Maybe I could hold you in the dark. This production is so interesting. Don't wait for me, it's not a happy ending. Jesus, you have better lips than Judas? You wouldn't even notice me depart, so she's gonna leave her lover. Ooh, the production is swelling and she says all of this is temporary. Ooh, the production is getting funky. I really like it. It's almost melodramatic, like melodrama. All of this is temporary. Oh, that's a switch up. So it was Bells in Santa Fe. Whoa, okay. We kind of increased, and I'm also already excited for Easier Than Lying because that switch up in the percussion there, I'm already excited for that. But Bells in Santa Fe definitely added more from like the classic piano and like almost just nearly a cappella performance of the tradition. And I liked this song of Bells in Santa Fe. I liked how I could follow the message much clearer. It seems that the character is very non-committal. She thinks that she's most likely to go to the underworld after passing away, and that she just like isn't destined to be happy and find that joy like for a long term. Like she says she's gonna leave for their sake, not for her sake, but really for their sake, and saying, don't wait for me, don't wait for me. It's not a happy ending, and that's unfortunate. Like, we're feeling sad. I mean, I think that this is definitely like a song that feels reminiscent of like Manic or Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, or really any project that she has. I feel like she's had these like visions like in her songs that she's not gonna find happiness, even though she does have happiness. Like she has like her kid, and I don't know where she and her lover are at right now. I don't remember their name either, but like I think they are happy. I don't know if they are like fully married, but like I think they are together still, which is good. You know, we love to have a supportive, you know, parenting relationship. So yeah, so I think it's interesting to still hear these themes. That I think she's still inspired by these themes, and I think this lyrical theme of that mixed with like this way the production is swelled up, like there's just so many different like lines of piano going, and it just sounded so cool. And I know it's going to sound incredible in headphones already. It's already something that I'm really excited about, and I think it's something that I haven't quite heard from Halsey. I think it's something that I could see that direction happening because I think Manic really prepared me for really anything that she's interested in doing. And I think like I remember the piano in Forever is a Long Time. I remember that part, and I felt like that's what sounded like the tradition, and now we're like building on that. So we're really getting into the vibe of the new record, and I'm really stoked about it. Track number 3 is Easier Than Lying. Okay, percussion, hype it up. Ooh, hit me with that bass, okay. This production is a little hard to hear what she's saying, but I like what I've heard. Oh, we just switched up, rock and roll. Oh, we're going full rock. I'm very pumped about this. Easy for you after all? That's the first line I fully caught. Undivided hypertension. I just like that fragment alone. I sleep with one eye open, one eye closed. This is such a driving beat. I'm having a good time. Losing you is easier than lying to myself. Lying to myself that you love me. Oh God. I want to rock out so bad right now. Oh, I like that noise. Wow, 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 wow. So that was easier than lying, and that was easier to listen to than lying. I'll give her that. Like, I really enjoyed this song. Like, wow, that was really beautiful. I just really liked it. I like a good rock song. I've been really vibing. I made I want it to be like messy playlist this summer of just like songs that make me just want to rock out. Like, I get that's a lot of pop rock and not just like real rock, but maybe this is considered real rock. I don't know genres anymore, but I really like this song. I'm definitely gonna add it to that. Like, definitely my favorite I've heard so far. We've really just keep going up and up, which is very exciting. Like, I really enjoyed it. This song seems to be about, again, I couldn't catch a lot of lyrics. I did look it up to just find the lyrics themselves. And it seems like it's about a relationship in which she's just much more in than that other person. That other person is not actually loving her. Like, I think they say that they love her, but I don't think they actually mean it. At least the character doesn't. And like, it seems like it's at a detrimental state of loving that person, because they said that if you give me the rope, like, I would hang myself. And like, the play on the expression of like giving someone enough rope to hang themselves, like empowering someone to accidentally hurt themselves or intentionally, who knows. But like, it definitely seems like she's kind of stuck in her like unhealthy behavior patterns. And so she went from not being committal in Bells in Santa Fe to, wow, like, I just care so deeply for this person. So that's very interesting. I'm very intrigued to see how this album continues in terms of its story. I don't really know what's happening in the movie at this point. And I also don't know, because I believe I heard that not all the songs are featured in the film, and some others are just in like bits and pieces, so it might not be like the whole message of the song is, you know, shown in that movie. So I am kind of intrigued about like which songs didn't make that cut, which songs mean completely different within the context of the movie versus outside of it. I don't know, but I am having a good time. Track number 4 is Lilith. Okay, we slowed it down a little bit. I get to romanticize and then I get to stressing. Ooh, that distortion on I Am Corrupted. I get too caught up in the moment. You let anybody with a body control you. Oh. You got me feeling like I've been too mean. Is this like multiple voices of characters? I just, things up if you noticed. Have you noticed? The more that you have, the more that you give away. Ooh, the distortion is settling in. So that was Lilith. I really like that song, honestly. Like, we stripped it back and I was like, well, I like it. But then it had that catchy, like, stripped back Halsey sound to it that I really enjoyed. Like, it was catchy. And, you know, it made me feel like in a sort of mood. And I was just like really vibing with it. Like, it's still playing in my head a bunch. Like, Easier Than Lying and Lilith and Bells in Santa Fe, like, are all stuck in my head now. The Tradition, a little bit. I think just because it was kind of stripped back and I didn't really know what to expect. Like, I didn't really know. But, like, tracks 2 through 4 have really crushed the game. And I would say, like, Lilith, I really vibed with that song. Like, I could definitely see myself playing that. Like, it was just, you know, again, there's not a lot of production in it, but it really just da 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 da. It's like just like stuck in your head, and it's gonna be stuck in your head, and I'm okay with that. It makes me wonder lyrically, because the lyrics are more about, oh, I'm causing a lot of problems for this person. Like, I just, things up, if you noticed, have you noticed? And saying you let anybody with a body control you. And that just doesn't seem like the same as the narrator of Easier Than Lying. Because the easier than lying is, oh shoot, I'm not like doing great like with this person. And I feel like the Bells in Santa Fe and Lilith seem like the same character, whereas easier than lying is like the other character. And so there might be multiple characters here being narrated. That's definitely possible. I think Hopeless Fountain Kingdom had narrators from different ones. I didn't really fully ever get into the lore of Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, so I don't really know. But yeah, I am very curious about all that because, yeah, I am very intrigued about, is there different narrators, and you can let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure I'll do some diving after this reaction. But for now, I'm just highly having a good time. Like, that is definitely a song that I'm used to Halsey kind of making in a good way. Like, that I like that there is a song I definitely know I'll be bopping to in a standard Halsey way that I would bop to a song. But then now I also have new directions that I can rock out to. Where before we really just had like 3 a.m. and now we have Easier Than Lying. So I like that we went in that direction as well. But I like that we are all getting different sounds. I know that most of the record I think was produced by 9 Inch Nails, which is really cool. I haven't really gotten to much of their stuff, but it's cool to have like one artist really like help you out, especially a notable artist. But I like that they are still making it in that kind of like all of these songs are going to sound very different at the same time. Track number 5 is Girl Is a Gun. Oh, did she just giggle at the beginning? I won't have your babies. Okay, you should be sad. What? Electronic? I've been waiting for love to come swallow me up. This sounds a lot actually like The Secret Life of Me from Water Parks. This also sounds like the production of TurtleStormer from Pod Chidao Tropical. I know this is a niche reference. It's never enough, so I'm giving you up. This girl is a gun. Before you know it, we're done. Let me tell you how to touch my trigger. Ooh. Okay, okay. So as a girl is a gun, we're still having a lot of fun. I don't know. I think I keep waiting to be disappointed, and I'm just not. I don't know why I feel like I would be disappointed. I don't know. Because I'm really not. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, this is more fun, I feel like, than the album cover. Like, the album cover is very, like, regal and, like, dignified. And just, like, such a powerful artwork. And, like, I read everything that Halsey was saying about, like, the album cover. And I just love it. I think it's a really cool expression of beauty. And just, like how much importance we really should put on, you know, creating the next generation of people. And just, like, pregnancy and childbirth and, like, all of that. Like, I think that's, like, really cool. And I think the Girl Is a Gun is a little more fun. Like, it's definitely, like, a more lighthearted topic, it feels like. It feels like, oh, yeah, I just want to have some fun. Like, I feel more comfortable when the boys are calling. Like, I'm having fun. And, like, I like it. It's fun. It definitely seems like a summer jam during pretty late in the summer. But I'll still jam to it. Like, it's definitely fun. I have fun with it. And I can imagine this song really blowing up on TikTok, honestly. I just feel like it just feels like that kind of song. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It definitely gave me the vibe of Ultrasound as well as Secret Life of Me, which I thought that Ultrasound sounded like Secret Life of Me, but I didn't realize at the time of filming. So, like, I just love that sound. Like, it's a cool, like, electronic sound. It definitely isn't what I thought we were going to get after Lilith. But I really like that Manic wasn't, like, the first and only time that Halsey was really going into a bunch of different sonic directions. I like that we're getting a bunch of different sonic directions. I think it makes Halsey stand out. I think it's a really smart move because you're going to have a song that appeals to everyone. Like, each person's going to find a song that they like on their record. And, like, I think that's a really smart move because I think allows her to have a big diversity of fans. And, like, for me, I pretty much like every song I've heard. And that's probably because like I love a lot of different genres, and I think I like the sound of her voice a lot, and I think that really helps in really digesting the genre because it's tailoring it to what works for her, and I really just normally just like what works for her, so I'm happy about it. Track number 6 is You Asked for This. Oh, I feel like an ominous a little bit. Oh, this feels like a soft rock sound. I'm still somebody's daughter. My tears are falling flawlessly. Okay, icon. This does not sound like a song that's coming out in 2021. Go run and be a big girl, you asked for this? You left behind me avant-garde. Oh, feels like it changed like sound because like I can hear her voice a little better now. Or everybody's gonna drown you out. Ooh, kind of a threat. You want your cake on a silver platter? I want a fistful in my hand. Oh, I want that too. I want a fist around my throat. Bringing it back to Castle from Badlands. I want everything I asked for. Okay. Oh, it feels like we're just drowning the song out to some muffled sounds. Oh, feels like we still got a pulse. So that was You Asked for This, and wow, that really just sounded like a throwback like early 2000s song. Not like the pop kind of sound that I think Mood Ring from Solar Power from Lorde. Like not like that, but much more the 2000s of like the emo pop punk kind of vibe. But definitely like a deep cut or a B-side rather than like the main single. And like I vibed with it. Like I didn't really know what I was getting into. A lot of the lyrics were kind of hard to understand at first, but it seems like the narrator in the song is saying to this other person or to herself, go on and be a big girl, and that she really is just trying to figure out, I guess, what she wants, or she asked like to be like an adult and to grow up, and she's realizing that it's not really all it's cracked up to be. Like she's in a relationship or a situationship with this other person not really interested in, and like you also left behind this person. I don't know if it's like their parent, if this is like their friend, their past lover, or is it this like is an older version of themselves. I'm very curious about that. I feel like I will interpret it as themselves, but I think it could also be mother if we're trying to do like the mothery thing of like pregnancy and childbirth. But like I don't know. Like I don't feel like a lot of this album is as much about pregnancy and childbirth. Like I'm just not really finding that. Like You Asked for This, Girl's a Gun, Lilith, Easier Than Lying, Girls in Santa Fe. I don't really see that much happening with that. But like I'm really enjoying the songs sonically and for their lyrical messages. I'm just not really finding, I guess, those intimate links. I would say this is the first song also that is not better than the previous song for me. Girl's a Gun kind of a Lily vibe. I also don't think Girl's a Gun is actually better than Lilith, actually. But it is still like a really good song. You asked me this is something, I'll probably just let it play. It's not a song I probably will skip, but if it's just on its own, like it's probably not something that's gonna stand out too much for me, because again, it is that song that does sound like a deeper cut. I do like some of its messages in it, but I think I have to hear it again. I think it's also a headphones listen, not a this speaker listen. Like my speaker tried to cut out, it was not having a good time. Track number 7 is Darling. Oh, we're very stripped back. Guitar song. Maybe I'll be better if I take my meds. We really have left the medieval Victorian times that was in the movie. There's a place for me. See you in your dreams. Aww. All the little flowers give me something to believe in. Don't you cry. Only you have shown me how to love me. I'll kidnap all the stars and keep them in your eyes. Oh, wait, this sounds like a lullaby, doesn't it? Oh, that was a beautiful way to end. So that was Darling. That's a lullaby. That, the more I heard that song, it's definitely about, like, her kid, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about her kid named Ender. That's such a cool name, first of all. Like, wow. Yeah. I think that's what it's about. Or I think that's like the intent of the song, is that it's a lullaby. And wow. It's very sweet. Like, I think of it definitely as a sequel to More from Manic, because really she was just like, I really want a kid, and it was very clear in that song. And it's been very clear, like, apparently for Halsey, like, she's always been like, I really want to be a mother. And now they really get to, which is really cool. I'm really happy that they get to be a parent. Like, that's really awesome. And yeah, like, it seems like she's very happy. I mean, I know that she probably made this song before Ender was born, probably. But, like, I'm sure she was just so giddy about it. And I'm so happy that Ender's in their lives. Like, super happy, healthy, like, made it through. Like, I'm really just happy about it, because I know, like, she had been struggling for a long time to really get there. And so I'm glad she's there. And yeah, I guess you could think of this as to a lover as well. Like, all these past men really haven't been able to, but you, my current lover, could. But I don't know. I think the way it's hushed and all that, like, it definitely feels like it's that unconditional bond that is very much clear in a parental child relationship. And it was really sweet. It definitely was a quiet song. Like, it definitely does sound like a lullaby. But maybe there is another lullaby on here, because I did hear that there was a lullaby, so I think that is it. And it was really sweet. Like, it makes me nostalgic, for when I was little. Sonically, again, it's a lullaby, so, like, not too much. It's definitely very stripped back, and I think it has a good place on it. It definitely is a little bit of a whiplash from You Asked for This, but I guess we will see if we get whiplash again going into our next track. And that next track is track number 8, which is 1121 or 1121. I don't know. That could be a conception date, though, so I don't know. I've got a body here to bury. Ooh. My shoulders are heavy already. You could have my heart, and I could break it for you. Oh, there's some suspense building. My tongue is a vessel. Ooh. Oh, this sounds like some song that I've heard from her before. I think on Manic, but I can't remember which one it was. Don't leave me in the shape you loved me, I think. You just leave me in the place that you found me safe and soundly. And I could break it for you. So that was 1121. Not quite a conception type song, you know? This song is interesting. I think I like it, but it definitely doesn't go as far, I feel like, as some other songs. Like, it gets you to that tension and then it just like slowly dies down, I guess, rather than like having a drop or, you know, being chill the whole way through. It like feels like this, and it goes and then it goes back down. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's like how I feel. Like how we just get more tense and then we just get like just chill again. So I don't really know how to feel about it. Like, I think I do like the song. Yeah, I'm not gonna skip it. Like, I still like it. I don't know though. Like, lyrically, it's also a little bit confusing because it seems like it's that self-hatred again, self-depreciation, and just feeling like I don't know which parts of mine that I hate, like which ones are actually mine and which parts I like created either in my head or just forced myself to be at some point, and I hate it now. So I don't know. Like, that's a very interesting way of thinking about it. I feel like this song, I want to say it's Ashley from Manic. I'll listen to that song again and I'll figure out which one it is and I'll put it on the screen. But I feel like the way she delivers it is very similar to that. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like an observation I made. And so I thought that was very interesting. Like, it's kind of a callback in a way. And yeah, I have no idea what 1121 means. If anyone can find out and let me know, please do. I'd appreciate it. But overall, this song is one I definitely have to listen to again and fully understand what's going on. Like, does she love this person? Like, does this person actually love her back? Like, I don't really know. Track number 9 is Honey. Okay, we're rocking out again. Oh, what is that delivery of her vocals? She's on the tip of my tongue, she's on the top of my thighs. She's gonna go, then I'm going with her. Oh, she was sweet like honey. She's impatient and I'm complacent. Oh. She's mean and she's mine. I love every second. It's been fantastic. Oh, that's a big sonic change here. I know I won't forget her. She stings like she means it. Okay. So that was Honey. Oh my god. Halsey. Okay. Like, I still don't see how this is pregnancy and childbirth, but like, all right. Like, love this. I just need a pop rock comeback. I feel like I've been mentioning it in like half of my videos lately, how much I just dying for this like rock, pop, punk, like revival. And if Halsey's gonna be a crusader for it, like, great. Because this basically just sounded like a bunch of like the songs that were like in the emo 2000s and just like, oh yeah, like, you know, loving or chasing after this girl. And I love that, first of all, we get it from a female voice. We love that representation. But like, I really just love how like it's produced. Like, I love the lyrics. Like, they're fun, they're cheeky, like they're meant to like be that way. And did I catch every line? No, but I'm gonna listen to it a ton of times, so I'll let you know by that point, because oh, that just gave me like the dopamine. I'm having a good time. I'm ready to keep existing. Like, I'm just having a ball, honestly. Yeah, it was a good time. I definitely felt like a summer boardwalk, almost like Ocean Avenue from Yellow Card. Like, I felt like that kind of vibe, especially. But I think like a lot of the bands that were out during that time, I think could very much have done like a song like this. And I like that we're getting it, you know, it's 21 production and just like the vibe of Halsey. Like, I think it works. And I think we went from 3 a.m., which I think like had rock elements, but it definitely felt a little lighter. And I think like that we're going into more full production, and I think it really works for her. Track number 10 is Whispers. Oh, that is quiet. Oh, I think she said whispered something. I have no idea what she said. Tell yourself you're fine. This is the voice that says you do not want this. Ooh, the production has increased. Ooh, the production is coming in even more. She's like just singing so fast, I have no idea what she's saying, but I'm really vibing with it. I do not know me. Ooh. I can feed the lie that I'm composed of. You do not want this. Those whispers, wow. So that was Whispers, and wow, I really enjoyed that one too. I just really like this album. Can you not tell? Like, wow. I'm having, well, like, wow. Okay, yes. I think I'm just so excited because I know I'm going to really like this album and keep listening to it a bunch. But Whispers, okay, yeah. Lovely. Like, this song's about anxiety and overthinking, and the speaker is like, with him in the bed. I use the you don't want him, so I'm gonna assume that it's that. And you're experiencing that overthinking that just trails on. And that's why I feel like it works really well, because I think like the voice in your head, the whispers in your head, like the self-doubt and just your anxieties and insecurities, like they talk so fast. And I think that's why she delivers it like that. Like da 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 ba da ba ba. Like you're just hearing like 20 different thoughts like in 30 seconds. And the reason why is because like that's how fast your mind's racing and overthinking and just overanalyzing everything. And as someone with mental health struggles, like I totally get that. Like it's something that you gotta figure out how to navigate. Sometimes you can turn it off, sometimes you really can't. And I mean, obviously it depends on the person too. So I don't want to say that you definitely can turn it off at some point, because some people can't. And like, I'm thankful I can to some degree. But like, this is a relatable song, and I think it fits the theme of like the doubting herself and that sabotage that she seems to have a lot about relationships. I think, again, that's a recurring theme that has happened on previous albums. I really like the use of the whispers in it. I think it was a very clever use. I think the production kind of swells and fades. It just depends on how fast she's overthinking. And I think it turns out really cool as a song. And I can definitely see myself listen to it again. Track number 11, I Am Not a Woman, I'm a God. All right, Halsey. Oh, almost already in a dance vibe. I'm not a legend, I'm a fraud. Oh, do you feel those bass synths? Okay. Okay, make me dance, Halsey. Everybody knows something I don't want to know? Okay. Maybe I could be a better human with a new name. Oh, I like her vocal delivery here. Feels very impassioned. Should I say right here because I'm better all alone? Oh, so she's kind of screaming these lines with this production again. Oh, there you go. So that was I Am Not a Woman, I'm a God. I didn't realize that was going to be so catchy. I felt like it was going to be like a very powerful feminist statement that just like felt like the vibe of the title alone, or something that's like very like strong, powerful. And instead we get a dance number, and I'll dance to it. Believe me, Halsey, I will dance to that. Like, I'm not a woman, I'm a God. I am not a martyr, I'm a problem. I'm not a legend, I'm a fraud. Keep your heart because I already got one. Like, it's catchy. And did I have to look up some of those lyrics to understand it? Yes, but now every time it plays, I'm gonna definitely know all those words, because like, Ooh, it's fun. It's groovy. It's fun. What genre is this album? Like, because it's Halsey, I feel like it goes in the pop category, but I heard that this record was alternative, and I feel like some songs work for that, but some songs are definitely like more dancey or more electronic or just more pop. Like, I don't really know where we're at, but I'm not complaining. Like, it makes it for a good mixtape if you want to hear someone with diverse music taste and diverse music creation. I recommend Halsey, honestly. Like, I think she works really well on that. But lyrically, it seems like the song is kind of a mix of her, self-doubting and the, oh, I'm a fraud. Everyone knows something that I don't want to know. Like, it seems like there's that certainty that I'm not the greatest. And, like, I don't know, like that better off alone. Like, it definitely is, again, a recurring theme for Halsey. And I like that it's repackaged in different ways. I do think it's very interesting, this feeling of I want to be alone or I should be alone. Like, it's definitely not something I would associate with how, like, the themes that she kind of said this concept album was. I feel like this concept album is definitely, like, a little more similar to some of her past projects in terms of, like, sonic themes rather than, like, a brand new concept. But I'm okay with that. So let's keep going and see if we have some strings to tie it more to the concept album altogether. Track number 12 is The Lighthouse. Ooh, rock and roll. He left me there, the devil? There's a lighthouse in the middle of the deep. I'll make believe a lighthouse by the sea. Oh, a sailor ain't a savior, they only tell you lies. Oh, the way this rock groove is going, it feels almost country. And by the groove, I mean the groove of her voice rather than the instruments. Switch it up, switch it up. He was never seen again and I was wandering the beach. A little piece of him is in a little piece of me. Oh, faded out. Now we're just getting a simple groove. Oh, the waves come crashing down. It's very subtle to hear this. Oh, it seems like it's building with the waves come crashing down again. Oh, that cut abruptly. So that was The Lighthouse, and that was an interesting song. I liked it production-wise. I thought it was really cool. Like, it was narrative driven. And I guess maybe that's why I felt like it was country, because it was very clear, like a storytelling vibe. And so, like, I think country music ends up doing a lot of, like, good, like, clear, like, this is a narrative telling you how it's going. But I think Halsey can do, like, a sound of, like, country. Like, You Should Be Sad definitely has that little bit of twang in it. I think there was a little bit of twang here. But this song is, like, a story about, like, there's a lighthouse. She's there, and I guess she lost to the devil. She, like, was there with the devil by the lake, and he just, like, left her there. Rip. I don't know if it's the real devil or not, but, like, she lures a sailor in, like, kind of like a siren, I guess, and then she doesn't trust him, so she basically lets him not live anymore, and, like, I guess she doesn't take off in the ship. I don't know why at all. Like, he brought a boat. Maybe the waves came crashing down. Was that what it was about? Like, maybe. And then, like, she's still wandering the beach now. So I guess that's where we ended up. But I really liked it for this production. I liked it for its storytelling too. I don't really understand the whole thing of the story. I guess she's happy that the devil made her weak. I don't really know, but it's an interesting sentiment to have, I guess. And I think it's also interesting that if this song was in the movie, then I'm definitely more confused because it's a whole story within it. Unless, like, it's the story, like, buried within the story trope. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm very intrigued about it. It's definitely a song I'm going to revisit at some point. Track number 13, last track on this album, Ya Aberni. I know that's an Arabic word, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I believe it translates to "you bury me," roughly. I get undertones of sadness when I think about the moments I never got to spend with you. Oh, she's definitely singing quite fast again, so it's hard to keep track. The loving needs the bleeding. Oh. I think we could live forever. I always see my youth in you. You will bury me before I bury you. Oh. Devour me with certainty. Take my knife. The knife she had in the tradition. I'm confused about the trading places. She buried this person first. Oh, are we really just fading out on that? Wow. So that was Ya Bernie. Oh, Halsey, you're gonna leave us like this. Oh my god. Ugh. This song, sonically, is beautiful. It's very light to the touch. Almost like a lullaby as well. And I think this song is directed at both the partner and her baby. And, like, apparently it's the sentiment, Ya Bernie, is you burying me, but it's more with that feeling of, I don't want to live in a world that doesn't have you in it. Oh, like, crushed my soul, why don't you? Like, some of the lyrics I'm still a little confused about. Like, the first, like, verse sounds a lot more like this person's, like, gone. And I guess they're not gone, which is good. I'm glad that they're not gone for Halsey's sake. And I guess for their own sake, too. So I'm confused about that. And, like, oh, it's just so ominous. Like, you know, it makes you think about death, and you're like, I'm a mess, you know? Oh, that one makes me want to cry a little bit. And oh, yeah, my tear ducts don't work that much, but there's a little moisture there. So yeah. Yeah. You're really gonna hit me with that, and then you're just gonna leave me, Halsey. Okay. Okay, fine. 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 But overall, like, definitely a good song. I don't know how often I'll return to this one because it wrecks me emotionally, but, like, she had the audacity. She really did. The nerve. Anyway, I enjoyed the song. With that said, we have finished this album, and honestly, I'm so happy right now. I don't know. I had a really just bad inkling that I was gonna get let down, and I was so wrong. Like, I mean, I really just do vibe with Halsey's music. Like, that's not really a secret, I guess. But I don't know. I felt like, I guess, with the movie being how it was and how it seemed like it was going to be, and then with, like, just how ominous it just seemed, and, like, the cover and everything. Like, as much as, like, I definitely appreciate and admire the cover and just admire the work of, like, putting together a whole movie, like, I just felt like it was gonna not be for me. But it definitely is. This is some real good music. Like, you have Easier Than Lying, you have Lilith, you have Girl Is a Gun, you have Honey, you have Whispers, I'm Not a Woman, I'm a God, Lighthouse, like, and I just named the ones that, like, stuck out to me already after one listen. Like, over half this album is something I already, like, distinctly want to listen to, like, right now, which is such, like, goodness. Like, it's really just great. And, like, I know I'm gonna probably like all of this album, if not just most of it. Like, so I'm very pumped about that. Like, I haven't had a really like real good album in a while, and like, would I say this is her best work? I don't know, because it's first listen versus several listens, but I think it's definitely not going to be like her worst by any means. Like, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be very strong. I hope reviewers take it seriously, because sometimes they don't take her seriously and it pisses me off. So I really like this project. Yeah, I think I'm going to fall in love with it, honestly. I don't get the pregnancy and childbirth that much. I get a couple of the songs being like Darling and Ya Bernie. I get it there, but like, and I guess the tradition to some extent, like the gender relations. And I guess there are gender relations that also happen on here, but I don't really get some of this. And I hope that in the future we can all watch If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, because exclusive for one night, really, I really hope there's a cut somewhere. I don't want to watch it like illegally or anything like that if I can help it. But if there's not, like, I'll be sorely disappointed, because like I mean, a lot of people probably didn't want to like spoil the album for themselves, or maybe that's just a me thing. But I definitely didn't want to spoil the album for me, and I also didn't have anyone who wanted to go with me, which was so sad. But it's okay. We're living, we're vibing, and I hope that I get some more of that context. I hope if you watch the movie, give me some context down below about like which songs were in it, which songs really like made sense in the context, because there's some songs that I just don't feel like would take place in the time period that it seems to be set in. It seems to be set in like not this century, and there's certain references to like, oh, I'm looking at my phone, like in the bright light of it, the phone, and oh, I haven't taken my meds. Like, there's a bunch of stuff in here that's definitely like 2021-esque, just very interesting to me. And I also don't think this album cover, while it's amazing, like it's stunning, like I'm wowed seeing it, it doesn't really tell you what the album is going to sound like. This is definitely a case of an album cover not like clicking in the same way to me. Like, I would say the Lighthouse, Bells in Santa Fe, and the Tradition, like there's some songs on here that definitely work, but like Honey does not sound like this album. I don't know what it sounds like in terms of like the visuals of what album cover I would like it to be, but definitely makes me think sky blue, like on a boardwalk having fun kind of vibe. Definitely not like harsh lighting, golden throne, nothing like that. So I think it's very interesting that we do get like these different feelings. I think it's a little like the chaotic of her album Manic, and I don't have a problem with that in any regard. Like, I think it shows her versatility, her ability to cross into different genres. Like, I feel like I remember reading that Nicki Minaj has like a placement on like every different like Billboard chart in terms of like genre. Like, she's entered the chart in some capacity, like across all of them. And I think Halsey could really do that, especially like, I think that would be really cool, especially as an artist that's not like featuring on everything. Like, she's done so much, like rock, country, pop, alternative, like just whatever she wants to do. And I think this album solidifies that Manic wasn't like a one-trick pony moment. Like, it's very clear that like she's going to continue doing that, and she's going to be telling the stories that she wants to tell. And I'm really happy that I think she is like pretty happy as a human, even if her music doesn't sound the happiest. But like, I think there's a lot of fun happening on here, and I think she definitely dove into this very creatively. I think this was in part a pandemic project, really, and I think it turned out amazing. Turned out fantastic, to quote Honey. With that said, here are some of my favorites of the top tier of the songs I love, the songs that I'm going to play over and over again. The standouts, the songs in the middle are the songs I like. I'll add them to my playlist, but that might not be the top of the top. Songs at the bottom are just not really my thing. Doesn't mean they're bad songs, doesn't mean they can't be your favorite. It just means they're not for me, and that's okay. We can have different opinions. Halsey didn't make this album for me. I also don't really think I'm going to have much of anything down here, but maybe there is something. If you like this video, please like it, comment down below, like me to react or listen to next. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and you'd like to be. And thanks for watching. This is TurtleStormer. Catch you later. It's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes. It's storming turtles from out